Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Banished Season 3, where we're going after the ridiculously large amount of achievements, which requires a very large population. So we are going at it. We're in year 15, and we have about 60 people, a little bit more, so we're definitely going to need to continue growing. Here is our stone, still working good. We're pulling lots of stone out of the ground here. Really, we're going to need probably a mine next, so let's see about placing that mine. We had talked a little bit about getting more advanced buildings, but right now I think really what we're going to need is the mine more than anything else. Looks like there's a good spot right there. Shouldn't be, well, it's like right on the edge of our thing, so we might destroy a couple of our production, a little bit of our production there. It's a good spot as far as being able to put more houses around it and being able to service it from the market. Our teacher died again. Wow. So we're going to do it. It's going to take most of our stone that we have right now, and it's a little bit of our wood. We got plenty of wood. But we're going to go ahead and do that. We have some hooligan students here. They are driving our teachers to death, which is ridiculous. So we're going to build more houses probably in this area right here to service from the market. And we had a forester die of a weak heart, so we had to replace the forester. That's fine. We will bring in everything we need. And what we're going to do is, I believe we're going to move over to steel tools. So we have a lot of iron still in this area that we haven't gathered up. And steel tools are better than iron tools. They last longer, they work better, everything's good, hunky-dory, we love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to start getting coal. And then I'm going to tell the blacksmith to work on steel tools instead, because steel tools take coal as well. So that's probably what we're going to do on that. And we'll start making steel tools. The reason we want steel tools is so that we can put them in the trading post and sell them for goods, which is going to be much better than anything else we got right now. We don't really have anything else that we can sell. Another good thing to sell is firewood. Firewood is a really good thing to sell because it only takes like one log to make a couple firewood, and the log to firewood ratio as far as how much it sells is much higher. We're going to tell you we want coal, and we are going to start moving. We're going to put 6 people in here, just like the other one. And we will build our road up to this area to start working, and we will put our stockpile in. Excellent, there we go. So we will start getting that going, we'll start getting our coal. We've already harvested 10 coal, so we'll be able to move over into steel tools soon. But we will probably also get houses up and running in this area. We have enough for about 3. We're going to build 4 houses. It's just what we're going to do. Build our roads like this so that you have access to the mines. And with all the stone we're gathering from there, even if we don't quite have enough, we'll get it fast. Stone there, stone there, stone there, so we should be good. We want more houses for more growth, for more people, and all that good stuff. 94% of this mine is remaining, and we are averaging about 100 extra stone a season from this right now, which is great. Our laborers are a little busy right now, but that is fine. They're gathering up the coal. And our stone is low, which we knew was going to be. That's okay. We knew our stone was going to be low when we started that project. I'm okay with it being just a little on the low side. And as we mine more stone, they'll drop it off. And it's not the most efficient because they'll only pick up small amounts of stone. Somebody just died and they became a student? I don't know. Sometimes they randomly drop things off down here for some reason. I don't know why. So we definitely needed these houses for a bigger population growth. We just need 4 more stone, and we will have this house set up. Okay, excellent. So now they won't be all crazy like, ah, I need stone, I need stone. So now since we did that, I need to gather iron. So I've got a good army of laborers here, and I've got a good amount of iron just sitting right in this area. Gather it all. I'm going to even have them come to the far reaches of the map over here to gather this iron. And then I'll have them gather all of this iron, and if there's any here, doesn't look like it, but they'll gather up this little bit here. There we go. So we need to get the iron rolling. Now as far as coal, we've got 40 coal, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell him to switch over to steel tools, and I'm going to up the limit to 150. This person's going to make steel tools, and that will be much better for us. Which should be fine. We're probably going to be bringing in about 100 coal a season because we have 6 people working here, 6 people working here. It's going to be about the same. The houses are about an equal distance apart from where they normally would be. So we should be good. Looks like we've got more herbs than we know what to do with, and we're starting to get leather as well. Now, how much leather do we have? Now, that's the nice thing about having a town hall, is you know exactly how much of each resource you have total. So we probably are eventually going to work over to something like that, but not quite yet. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to put a clother in here. It's time to get our people clothed, right? So a tailor it is. We're going to put it right here. And that will be where our tailor is at. Build our roads for easier access. He'll be able to gather the leather and store it in the barn really easily, so that'll work out nicely for us. And our bustling community continues. It's doing great. So, because I want to get this a little bit faster as far as being able to travel to the houses, I'm going to go ahead and put the stone in. Okay, excellent, I got it. And so that way we can travel from house to house pretty easily, and you can get to the market. Everything will be great. Everything will be grand. We have plenty of laborers again, so we're doing good. And having clothes will probably make this to where we will advance into our happiness and healthiness. Our stone is low again. It's okay. I guess this took a little bit more stone than I thought. I didn't realize it was going to take so much stone. Then I said, hey, build stone roads. So we'll just wait a little bit while our stone increases. You know, we're going to go up to 8 workers in the stone mine. We're going to up that production. We're also going to go up to 8 workers in the iron, the coal mine. Working in a coal mine. Oh, yeah. Okay, our stone is low, we know, but that's okay because we got what we needed for the house, and we've only got a little bit here to build for the road, or for the house, for the tailor. So our tailor's going to be working pretty non-stop for a while, but I think the next main building that we're going to need is we're going to need the town hall. That way we can get a better grasp since our population is growing. We're getting close to 70, 80 people. We're getting to that point where our population is getting a lot larger, and we are going to need to have the ability to look at our resources a little easier. Right now we don't really have the ease to look at our resources. We can kind of get a good idea what we got, but we don't really know that much. So we're going to put a tailor in here, and they're going to start making hide coats. If we had sheep, we could do wool coats, and if we had both leather and wool, we could do warm coats. But we can't right now. what we're going to do also is we're going to put another hunter's hut in. We are going to put one down here. Which will work out good for us to get more leather. Now that we've gotten to the point that we're going to have clothing, now that I'm actually going to clothe my people, we are going to need more leather. I already made 5 hide coats, and I'm sure they're disappearing immediately because everyone's wearing rags right now. They're wearing rags because the priority on clothing in this game right now isn't very high. Like, they don't get sick more, they don't get unhappy. Like, it really doesn't do much for them, except I think it uses a little less fuel, but we already combated that by building only stone houses after we got to a point of having stone, having the resources for it. So we have more people becoming adults. That's great. We're going to kick up our leather and venison production. Another good thing about actually getting the trading post up and running will be that the trading post we can store goods in, and having stored goods in it, they won't use them, and they won't, that's what I'm looking for. Then we can trade them away, and we can get more to an equilibrium of resources. Because it seems like we always get to a point where we have more berries or mushrooms in this case, than anything else. Maybe my people just don't like mushrooms. People after my own heart, I'm not the biggest fan of mushrooms myself. So we can have 3 hunters, so we're going to go up to 6 hunters. And so if we build one more, that will use pretty much all of our laborers. But I'm okay with that. We can pull people out of the mines if necessary. Oh wow, we've reached our limit on coal already. Let's up those limits. We want more coal. So we're going to go ahead and build another hunter's lodge out here. Sure what's in the way there. I want to make sure there's access to the road that way. That way we have the road that can go around it. Look at these deer, all happy. And won't be happy for long once they realize that we're going to start hunting them now. We let the deer kind of live without fear, but no longer. The deer will now become part of the food chain. You can see our stones come back up again already for us, thanks mostly to this. It's not renewable stone, but it is not surface stone. So, like, eventually this thing will run out, but not before it gives us a lot of stone. So our gathers, we are plumb full of food once again. So we're going to raise the limit again. We're going to go up to 10,000 food. Because if nothing else, if we ever get an explosion of growth, food is definitely a necessary part of that. We might want to consider another blacksmith. What do you mean you don't? Oh, that's the clother. He doesn't have what he needs. So we're looking at the blacksmith here, and since we moved over to steel tools, we have a lot of steel tools now. Our steel tool reserves will go up to 150. We might want to do another one since we have so much coal. The issue is we have a limiting factor of iron right now, but if I build another mine on this other side, I could then say that I want iron from this mine, and then be able to have an iron mine going with it as well. And since this area covers all of that, and this area only reaches down to here, we could build a couple more houses in this area. Maybe even a tunnel to get to the mine. Oh, look how fast that person's going. Those roads are great. So, this should be done. It is done, so we are going to go up to our full capacity of hunters. We don't really have the ability to get another mine up and running. Our logs limit has been reached, so we're going to up that as well. We're going to up our stone. Basically, we're going to up a lot of our things right now because we don't want them to stop working. Now, we can eventually get to the point where we can produce beer to increase our happiness, or ale, but our people are really happy as it is. We don't need it. What we're going to do is, I think we're going to, before the trading post, we're going to get the town hall. The town hall will work out really nicely. It takes a lot of stone, pretty much all the stone we have right now, and just a little bit of wood, and it's a pretty big building. Let's put it... Don't want to use up valuable space that I could use for something else. We're going to put it right next to the school. And we're going to go ahead and let them build this. This will give us a lot better idea of what's going on with our community here. You are out of hide, but you should be doing good soon. Student-wise, we dropped down to 9 students, which means we probably could build some more houses. It's been a little while since we built houses. Let's check out these people. Yeah, we've got young couples now living, well, youngish couples living in these areas. Now, these people are probably getting on the older side, if not dying. Looks like they probably already died and are looking for people. Okay, there we go. That is fine how it is. We'll get the town hall up and running first, and then we'll build some more houses as soon as we get more stone. Stone is what we need. And since we know we're going to put an iron mine over in this area, we'll probably build some houses right here. Let's check about that tunnel. We talked about a tunnel. Let's see if it's possible. There. Tunnel's probably not possible, but we'll look at the mine. The mine is definitely possible, but we're going to pause it because I don't want to build it yet. I just want to place it, because then we can get renewable iron and renewable coal. Well, not renewable because it does eventually has a limit. I have 8 in here. Once I get to the point where I'm building, getting iron as well, I'll probably drop it down to 6 and 6. That way I'm bringing in iron and coal at about a similar rate, which will then boost up how much tools I can make. So looking at that, we still have 50 stone left over from that, so that's enough for another stone house. So you know, it's time for a stone house. Okay, so I'm going to do there. And we're going to get this town hall up and running. The nice other thing about the town hall is we could have nomads move in if we build a boarding house. Nomads are good and bad. They definitely give you a nice increase to your population, which is always good. Oftentimes they bring disease with them, and if you're not prepared food-wise for them, you will not have enough food to sustain that type of society. So definitely what we're going to do before we ever accept nomads in is try to get some fields going, maybe some orchards going, to diversitize our food a little bit more. And so we have everything going good here. A lot of iron from when we stripped this area of iron. Looks like our laborers can still go gather the iron. We did designate quite a bit of iron, so we shouldn't be running out of iron anytime soon. Which is why we don't need this up and running yet. I just wanted to place it. And we have enough for another house. So of course, we're going to build it. We have plenty of food. Like, we're not going to run out of food anytime soon. So even a huge influx of people right now is not going to hurt us. It could hurt our tools, but we have 66 tools, so we should be fine with that. Our reserve of stone is low because we just stole it all to go build this house. But I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly good. We're back up to 14 students, so our population is still growing. We're not stagnating, which is good. We're up at 63 adults, 14 students, 17 kids. That's a good ratio, in my opinion, as far as wanting to keep it to where we're not kid-heavy that are just eating, and we're not adult-heavy. Like, we need enough adults to support them. So here we go. We've got the town hall. This is really going to help us out. This tells us exactly what we have in production, what is our inventory. This is everything total that we have. Okay, looks like we had a stonecutter crushed and a fisherman die of old age. Let's drop our builders down one until we get some more laborers. So we've got a good chunk of firewood, a good chunk of coal. Mushrooms is definitely what we have the most of as far as our food. A lot of our food is that mushrooms. So once we get our trading post up, we will trade away those mushrooms as soon as possible so that we can try to get more roots and berries and such for diversity. Not that we're lacking in those. Apparently our original food was potatoes, so that's why we have potatoes showing up here, showing as 0. We are struggling with our leather production, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Okay, we had a miner die of old age, and we had another person become a student, so we can't afford to have someone sitting as a builder right now. We have laborers already going out to get that other stuff because our firewood is full, and our food is going up and down between being full. And look, we just got another laborer, so we're good. We have another student. Excellent. So we have enough for it, so you know what that means. Another house. We're going to need more houses around this area because we are going to be working in this mine as well eventually. Let's see here. After going to 8, we're looking at more in the like 130 range. Whole bunch of childs just born again. Excellent. Low on stone again, of course. We know that because we just barely had enough to build the house. Put the builder to work. And this bustling community is doing great. Nothing major has happened to set us back at all. Steady growth is what we're seeing here, so we're doing really well, I feel. Let's kind of look around and see what else is around here as far as just looking. Plenty of resources up in this area that we haven't really tapped into at all. Mostly because it's so far away from our place. Okay, so did that house get done? Oh, we are getting to the point where people are dying from old age. Childbirth killed us, so we're going to build this here, and then we're going to take this person and put him in as a gatherer. Not that we actually need it, but we want to keep all these places full. Looks like we had a hunter that died as well. We just had a whole bunch of people die right there from old age and such. So we are going to finish that house, bring you back to be a laborer. So we're not necessarily going to need to replace the gatherer yet, or the hunter yet. Because we just had another person die of old age. The tailor just died of old age. And we're getting children born again, so we're doing good. We got 15 students, 22 children, 57 adults. And looks like that girl is living alone, that guy is living alone. Did we build too many houses? Let's see here. These people, old. So there's a girl there. These girls? Well, it's a girl and a guy. Why aren't you living together? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it that I don't want this house anymore. And then I'm going to, as soon as they remove everything, pause it. Well, I don't have the laborers to do that anyway, so I will cancel it now. See, there we go. Now a couple moved in. Excellent. So we don't really want young people living alone. We want them living together and making babies. Okay, became an adult, became a student, excellent. So we still have this female living alone. Pretty sure we have a male to move in with her. So we're going to do the same trick here. We're going to tell it we want to remove the house. And we're going to cancel it and hope that a couple moves in instead. Okay. Nobody wants to live in the house. They probably had a couple there as it is. Oh, there we go. A female teacher and her young child moved in. So now we need to have our children grow up. We have 25 children now, so about 50% of our population as far as adults to children. That's really good. We're going to have a nice big growth here. Our teachers, our laborers are finishing. So we're going to do a similar thing to this. Because I think we just had somebody become an adult. So hopefully they should be a couple moving in here now. You know somebody's moved in when the smoke starts. So let's see here. Fisherman died of old age. We had a laborer to replace him. Good. Let's go ahead and replace our hunter. Still nobody moving in, huh? That's okay. That just means that there's a couple in a different building. And really what it means is I can get rid of one of these buildings. Oh, but there we go. Finally moved in. She's back. She didn't want a mate. She's like, I'm done with men. I don't want them. So here we're kind of playing the waiting game as of right now to get our students back through. Here we've got 16 of them. We need our students to now become adults. Alright, let's try this one more time. We had a couple more people become laborers. So we're going to kick her out. We're going to say, just kidding, cancelled. And we're going to say, there we go. Excellent. That worked. Not sure where the teacher went. Okay, here's the teacher. She matched up. Oh. Changed profession. He's no longer... The teacher's no longer there. Excellent. So we're getting our laborers back up, which is great. We're getting our stone up. Our iron is still being gathered from down here, I assume. Yep, they're gathering up right here. So the laborers are almost done doing that massive project I told them to do. Food-wise, we're still pulling in lots of food. And I think it's going to be time to get our trader's post going. Yep, I'm going to unpause it. It is a lot of stone, which we have, iron, which we have, logs, which we have. So we should be good. We'll have all of our laborers bring all those in there, and we will go back to defaulting a couple of builders so that we don't have to worry about it. Bringing everything over to this really fast. And then we'll hopefully be able to get some crops or possibly some animals going on. We'll see. More children born, more labor, so our school is popping out our students here really fast, which is nice. And we have all of these people working. And we'll probably only need one, maybe two traders. But what we'll want to do is... we have a lot of wood, so we are going to tell them that we are okay with going up to a lot of fuel. We want firewood, lots of it. And look, our healthiness went all the way up to 5. I'm not really sure why that went up to 5. I didn't do anything as far as making changes. Maybe it's just because more people had has clothes? I don't know. I guess somewhere along the line our tailor died. We have 60 leather, so let's get that tailor working again. And we have the trader going. Okay, excellent. We're going to put one person... Oh, not that. Sometimes I click on the wrong thing. Anyway, one person here, and now let's look at what we have and what we're going to be willing to trade. Okay, so we have lots of logs. We have a decent amount of firewood. We have the steel tools. So we're going to put the iron tools in there and some steel tools in there because those are really good. We're going to put some firewood in there and probably some mushrooms in there. So let's go ahead here and say that we want to have, right now we want to have 500 firewood. So it's going to steal most of our firewood, but we got a lot of logs. So we're going to tell them to keep building that. We're going to put in 1,000 things of mushrooms. We want to take all of our iron tools. So let's see here. How much iron tools did we have? 26 iron tools. We're going to completely take away our iron tools. We're going to put 26 in here. And we are going to put in 50 of our... oh wait, no. Backwards. 26. And 50. So we're going to go ahead and put another trader in here because they're going to be gathering up everything. It's going to take them a little while. But you can see here they're already putting in the firewood. They have already started putting in the iron tools. And they will start putting the steel tools and the mushroom shortly. So that'll be good. And now we've got that up and running, and we got more people being born, and we have the ability to do more houses. So we are going to build another house. And it's nice, it can fit right there. Excellent. We're going to build 2 more houses, because we just had a big influx of laborers, which means that they're now adults and they can move out and live together. That's my thought process behind it. And we should have enough for both of those houses. Almost have our firewood in here, which means our firewood dropped down to 300, but our workers are just going to chop away like crazy to get it up and running so that we have lots and lots of firewood. Mushrooms are being brought in. The steel tools haven't brought in yet. We've brought in the iron tools. So seeing here, the iron tools disappeared from here because it's no longer in our inventory anymore. And so you can see iron tools at 0. And steel tools at 132. So we got lots of that. We got lots of venison. We're taking out our mushrooms. But we're definitely, I think we're almost to the point where we can build another blacksmith. I guess we've reached our clothing limit, because our clothing was at 50. We're up to 150 on our clothing. Everything's being brought into here. Good. And now that we have the trader's post, if you don't know, the trading boat can come on the large river. Always comes from where it's downstream, so you can see the river is flowing down this way. So that's where the trader boat will always come from, and he always comes from the large river. So in order to actually have a trading thing, you have to put it on the river. The boat will eventually come in, and it'll tell me when it comes. We have a nice, well-balanced society, plenty of food, plenty of wood, plenty of everything, really. The only thing we don't have that's being brought in besides just the regular gathering of the surface iron is the iron that is in the iron here. So we're going to go ahead and unpause this and get this built so that we can have our mine running over here as well. And we will be able to get iron from this mine, coal from this mine, probably drop to about 6 in each. That way we can have an equal influx of iron and coal. Oh, and look at that, the merchant came. So let's see what the merchant has to offer us. The merchant brought us apple seeds for an orchard. It costs 2,500. And you can see here the steel tools we have are worth 10 each. So that's going to be 50 times 10 is 5,000? It's 500. And then our firewood is worth 4 each, and our iron tools are worth 8 each. So what we're going to do is, let's see here, I don't think we have enough for them right now unless we bring in more. So what we're going to do is we're going to up our firewood limit to 700. Well, we'll go to 800, I guess. And then we're going to up our steel tools because we still have quite a bit of those. We going to go up to 100 steel tools. And we're going to see how quickly they can bring that in, because depending on how quickly they bring that in will depend on if we can get these apple seeds. I'm not saying that we need the apples. Orchards are harder than regular fields, so it's not as easy. So let's see here. If we trade away the 26 there, that's 200. If we trade away what we have there, we're still not getting very close. See, there's the power of the firewood. So if we go down one here, okay, so these are worth 4 each, so there's really nothing I can do about that. We are going to... No. Dory. Math is hard. So if we drop this down to 70... So let's go to 74... Nope, 73 was the right number. There we go. So we're going to do the trade. So we got our apple seeds. We have enough laborers for this that we're okay with this. Now we're going to take our iron tools and say we don't want any more iron tools. This is going to steal a lot of our firewood, so we're going to drop down to 600 firewood again. It'll probably steal most of our tools, but we have a tool person working. So, oh, our school became full. We might need another school. We're going to do it. We're going to build another school because we can always tell it to stop working if we need to. We're going to put the school over here. Plenty there for that. And now we're going to find a nice place for our orchard. I think this area right here is going to be the best place. Tools are low, I know, because they keep stealing them. I'm sorry. We're probably going to need another blacksmith. Really what we're going to do is we're going to drop the amount of tools down to 80 here. That way we don't have a tool epidemic. They can build the tools back up now, and we'll be good. See here, our students are already not full anymore because one of them became an adult. So we're just going to have the school in preparation. We don't need it yet, but we will eventually need it. Well, we had a laborer die of old age. Now that's just wrong. Let's go ahead and get this orchard going then. I think I like to have it right here. So we're gonna go big on a 15 by 15 orchard. This will eventually pay out for us. It will be a little bit before it actually pays out for us, but that's gonna be okay. And in order to facilitate quick storage, a storage barn right there. So we are going to put apples here, and we are going to put 3 people working it. It'll take a little while before this actually becomes to fruitation, because it's going to take quite a few years to do it. But in the long run, it will be worth it. Because with the apples, we can make ale, which, funny enough, I actually have never made ale in this game yet. So we're going to go ahead and have them grow the trees. We are going to build this up, and we're going to be good. We don't have too many students yet. That's fine. Good. Orchard is growing. It'll take a little while to grow, but we have lots of laborers. We actually need to do something. Okay, so here we go. I remember how I said I was going to put laborers in here. Now I remember we are going to get the mines up and running. Double the miners to 14. You are doing iron, you are doing coal, great. And it should be putting 7 in each, excellent. so that took care of a lot of our miners. Now we are going to go ahead and build the next blacksmith. Make sure there's enough for a road between. Excellent, that's a perfect spot. And we have lots of stuff coming in. I'm going to go ahead and put another 2 workers in our stone because we can always use more stone. You can see here how it's slowly going down like that. That is the animation that we were going for. There we go. A couple more people in there. Excellent. I know you don't have a worker. You know what, fine, let's go ahead and put another teacher in. Why not? It's just going to default to a laborer anyway. And we reached our limit for fuel, so let's put a couple more things of fuel in here. Let's go up to 1,000 fuel in here. 1,000, not that. Excellent, so now we have everything running good here. We're going to tell you to build iron tools, and we're going to put somebody in here. Excellent. So now we have more people working, and we've reached our limit of clothes, really. That'll be fine. Oh, trader came. We'll check that guy out in just a second. I'm going to build a road between here and a road between here, because they seem to be using that. Alright, let's see here. What did he bring? So here's chestnut seeds, which is nice, but not necessary. We got plenty of food, chestnuts, another orchard. I really don't want another orchard right now, and I don't want to use all of the firewood I just put in there, because that is too much. I don't want to run all our firewood out. So, yeah, I don't think I really want this. There's nothing in here I really need. I got stone. I got iron. I'm not gonna buy firewood for 4 and sell it for 4. That's ridiculous. Don't need wood, I'm good with that, so I don't think I need anything for this guy. So I think I can just go ahead and dismiss him and say goodbye. I don't want you. Nothing you have that I want. And our community is bustling. Look at this. We got our trees going up, and we'll be able to make apple ale. That'll be fun. And so let's see here. Where is that? Where's our ale builder? Here it is, ale. So our tavern. We'll be able to build our tavern, and then we'll be able to export out booze. That'll be nice. And looking at these circles, I might just snag into it just a little bit by putting it right next to the orchard. But we'll see. We have laborers again. I could probably build more houses. So I might actually do that. I think I'm going to remove, since I have so many people working these areas, I think I'm going to remove the roads that I have here. And actually now I'm going to cancel the removal of these roads. I'm going to have them build the stone roads down to here, and then I'm going to build more houses here. Not enough room to build one there, that's okay. There we go. Build 2 more houses right there. They won't be able to walk through it, so it'll be good. The ringing of steel. Oh look, there's 2 students there. Really, it's not the most effective work ratio. We don't really need to work this one right now. But I've got enough people. I've got 10 laborers. I'm not hurting for people. We're going to put some more people in the mines. Up to 18 in the mines. People are immediately moving in. I should have built houses sooner, but oh well. Everything's going really well. Let's put a couple more firewood in here. Go up to 1,300 firewood. Okay, more babies born, great. Excellent, everything's going good, so we're going to end the 3rd episode here. Each one has been about 45 minutes, so I will upload those when they get done. Processing, everything's good here. And thank you all for watching. You guys have a great day.